Welcome to English Language and Literature, where we explore the world of literature and history. In this video, we will delve into the life of one of the most influential figures in Chinese history, Mao Zedong. Mao was a Chinese communist revolutionary, politician, and theorist who played a significant role in shaping the history of China. His life was marked by political upheaval, revolutionary activism, and controversial policies that continue to shape the country today. So, join us as we explore the life and legacy of Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong was a Chinese communist revolutionary, politician, and theorist who played a significant role in shaping the history of China. He was born on December 26, 1893, in the small village of Shaoshan in Hunan Province, China. Mao was the son of a wealthy farmer who was able to provide him with a good education, which included the study of Confucianism and Chinese classics. Mao's early years were marked by political instability and social upheaval. China was undergoing a period of rapid change, with the collapse of the Qing dynasty and the rise of various revolutionary movements. Mao was deeply influenced by these events, and he became interested in radical politics and revolutionary movements at a young age. In 1911, Mao left his village to study at a teacher training college in Changsha, where he became involved in student activism and joined the Tongmenghui, a revolutionary organization founded by Sun Yat-sen. Mao's involvement in revolutionary politics led to his arrest and imprisonment, but he was eventually released due to his family's connections. After college, Mao worked as a librarian and later as a primary school teacher in Hunan. During this time, he began to organize peasants and laborers into political groups and was eventually arrested for his activism. In 1921, Mao joined the newly formed Chinese Communist Party, CCP, and became a leader of the party's rural-based guerrilla forces. He also worked as an editor and writer for the party's newspaper, which he used as a platform to promote communist ideas and criticize the ruling nationalist government. Mao's early years in the CCP were marked by factionalism and internal strife. In 1927, he led an unsuccessful uprising in Hunan against the nationalist government, which resulted in the loss of many communist lives. Mao was forced to flee to the countryside, where he began to develop his ideas on guerrilla warfare and rural-based revolution. In 1934, Mao led his forces on the famous Long March, a 6,000-mile retreat to evade the nationalist army. The march was a grueling ordeal that lasted over a year and resulted in the deaths of tens of thousands of communist soldiers and civilians. Despite the hardships, Mao emerged from the Long March as the undisputed leader of the CCP. During the Second Sino-Japanese War, 1937 to 1945, Mao formed an alliance with the nationalists to fight the Japanese. However, after the Japanese surrendered in 1945, the alliance fell apart, and the CCP and the nationalists resumed their civil war. In 1949, Mao's forces emerged victorious, and he proclaimed the founding of the People's Republic of China. Mao became the first chairman of the Communist Party of China and the country's leader, with almost unlimited power. He implemented a series of reforms aimed at modernizing China, including the collectivization of agriculture and the industrialization of the country. Mao's policies were often controversial and resulted in widespread famine and social upheaval. During the late 1950s and early 1960s, Mao initiated the Great Leap Forward, a massive campaign aimed at rapidly transforming China into an industrial superpower. The campaign was a disastrous failure and resulted in a widespread famine that claimed millions of lives. In 1966, Mao launched the Cultural Revolution, a massive social and political movement aimed at purging capitalist and traditional elements from Chinese society. The movement led to widespread chaos, violence, and political persecution, and it lasted until Mao's death in 1976. Mao's legacy is a controversial and complex one. While he is credited with founding the People's Republic of China and establishing the country as a major world power, his policies also led to widespread suffering and dislocation. Estimates suggest that up to 45 million people died as a result of Mao's policies, including the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution. Despite the criticism of his policies, Mao remains a revered figure in China and is viewed as a hero by many. His image can be seen throughout the country, and his writings, such as the Little Red Book, remain popular. It is read mostly in the world after the holy book of Muslims, Quran. After Mao's death, his successor, Deng Xiaoping, instituted a series of reforms that aimed to modernize China and improve its economy. These reforms, known as the Four Modernizations, led to significant economic growth and development, but also led to increased social and economic inequality. Today, China remains a one-party state, with the CCP maintaining tight control over political and social life. While the country has made significant strides in economic development and has become a major player on the world stage, it continues to face challenges, including issues related to human rights, political freedom, and social inequality. Thank you for watching this video on the life and legacy of Mao Zedong. We hope you found it informative and insightful. Mao was a complex and controversial figure, whose legacy continues to be debated and discussed today. While he is revered by many in China for his role in founding the People's Republic and establishing the country as a major world power, his policies also led to significant suffering and dislocation. So, as we reflect on his life and legacy, let us continue to strive for a better future, one that is marked by freedom, equality, and justice for all.